across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan State's offense will take the field first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
And you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that Palmer a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too, and it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team, and it's not even close in a Sin-State rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better, and a big way in doing that is winning this game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the Michigan Wolverines offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're talking about ranking trophies.
Big noise in the Big House for this huge 3rd down play. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Small. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They were held to a field goal on their 1st drive, and if you want to keep a team in a game, just scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Back to pass, it's Cole. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Under fire. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Spartans will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Cole. Fires to the wideout. And he was flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sampson. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Cole. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third. Turning it on. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. This is now a 7-point game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. To the ground, he's got it again. Running to Green. It's a running room. The 40. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He'll take a shot. He caught it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Spartans decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air. It's Cole. Hauls it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, what a cut! The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Cole. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He'll pull it on the read. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback making checks. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They run the reverse. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy.